YouTube, what is going on? We have another video here. This one is by Ty Buggy. Yeah, Ty Buggy Podcast. And this one is stealing houses instead of paying rent. Squatter epidemic is getting crazy. Now, the first time I heard about a squatter is actually from watching Nuke Top 5 videos. And I found out that people just like to hide out in abandoned buildings and things of that nature, and they're considered squatters. And it wasn't until 2020 when they did the rent moratorium or something like that where I found out that places like New York were having issues with people breaking into apartment buildings and stuff like that and just living in them, and you couldn't do anything because it got squatters' rights. So, I mean, I guess people have been captivated or have been elevating their lives doing that. So let's check it out.
Okay, we could call the police, Lonnie.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
Can you call Pat?
You know, I do have some questions for these police officers.
Officer!
Now you f***ed up!
Imagine going on vacation and coming back just to witness that there are people living in your place.
Oh no.
A one-time payment and the house is yours.
No rent, no mortgage. That's the deal being promoted on Instagram.
You think rent is high? Try living in somebody's house for free then. Because believe it or not, in this country, the law is gonna protect the squatter.
Y'all boys, how many times do I have to tell y'all that in America, in this so-called land of the free, it is made to protect people who are rage baiters, bruh. And I say that all the time. Think about it. You bought a house, paid for it, you're paying the rent or you're paying the mortgage, whatever, and somebody just decided to freeload, whether that's a relationship partner, whether that's actually a stranger because you went out on vacation, or maybe you're in the military, you can't live in the house, but you still like paying this and that, and you give like your grandma or somebody a key to come to your crib and just like check on it every now and then, and then they find out somebody living in there and they can't kick them out. Like, what? What's up with America, bro?
Before they protect the homeowner.
Up on this case, it's been quite the ordeal, and the homeowner is frustrated. One of the women who moved into her house told the responding officer she'd been a victim of a rental scam. But as you'll see in that body camera video, the officer soon becomes suspicious of her story. But he said there wasn't much he could do in that moment.
If there is probable cause, you're going to be arrested, okay?
A call from a confused homeowner.
I own this house. It was for sale.
Leading to a testy exchange.
You can choose.
Oh, no, of course. I'm not going to vacate.
In early March, homeowner Patty Peoples was surprised to find people living in her rental property.
Hell no.
She has a signed lease and paid $3,100 for first and last month rent and a pet deposit.
So you already talked to her?
Yeah, she's very calm and very, very polite.
But Peoples hadn't authorized a lease.
Hey, how you doing, young lady? Good morning.
Hi.
What's going on?
So basically, I'm 22 years old, and I just moved out of the Hubbard house, the homeless house. My mom died 2 years ago. I've been in the Hubbard house for a freaking year.
She said she found this house for rent on Zillow, and a man named Christopher gave her a tour and accepted her as a tenant. But Zillow has no record of the house being listed for rent at that time, and the responding officer could find no trace of Christopher. The officers...
Bro, Christopher pulled the best lick of all time, bro. Imagine that, bro. And it was working so well. Like, hey, he ran off with $3K. And this is his victim, a woman who lost her mom and is coming up out of a homeless area.
Research on scene did show that this woman claimed she was a victim of a similar rental scam at a nearby property a few months earlier. A neighbor said the couple moved out of this house right around the time they moved into People's house.
You're being scammed for your home. This is what I believe. Now,
She's part of it?
The officer starts asking for more information about the person she claimed rented her the house.
And how are you guys communicating?
Through email.
Okay, you got an email chain that I can see?
When the officer presses her to send the emails a few minutes later, she gets frustrated and says she'd need to send them from her computer, but she has to get to work.
I've been respectful.
I've been respectful to you, too.
But you're not allowing me to speak.
Okay, so...
So what I'm about to say is, this is the first I'm hearing about you having to be at work at 9. Okay. Even though you stated it to her, I didn't hear that because I'm not her. Right. Okay, I've been in my car for...
Can I get your badge number?
It's right there on the form.
He tells her she and her partner should move out.
Because if not, then we're going to come back and we're going to take you guys to jail.
But they refused.
Technically, I can't prove it, so she can still be a victim. And it's technically would be a civil ordeal.
And JSO hasn't taken them to jail.
When they tell you it's going to be a civil ordeal, bro, just go ahead and go to court. That's all you can do is just go to court. The police are not going to put their hands on this woman, and likewise, the police are not going to put their hands on the owner. So, but it's like all of that because of somebody just wanting to enter your house and just stay in your house. Now you got to go and pay thousands of dollars potentially to get them to move. Like, come on, bro. This is America.
Yeah, that seems like empty words to me.
News4Jack's crime and safety analyst, Lakeisha Burton, who spent decades on the force at JSO, says the officer did not have the authority to make an arrest on the spot.
As frustrating and heartbreaking as this situation is, through the legal lens, squatting is a civil matter, so the officer followed the law.
The unwanted guest also seemed to know the law herself when the officer arrived, telling him her father, who sells houses, advised her she could continue living there.
But he told me I don't have to, so it's really up to him on what he does about before y'all. My dad said I don't have to go.
People says she spent thousands of dollars in legal fees to get them evicted about a month later. She found the house like this.
Damn.
Oh my God. People says it's $38,000 worth of damage. A high price on top of an expensive eviction, a lost offer on the house, and months worth of repairs.
See, right now in America, there's a new hustle. It's not crypto, it's not Forex, shout out to y'all brothers, it's squatting. People are moving into other people's houses and popping a squat, paying zero rent. The law makes it damn near impossible to get rid of these people, even if you own the place. See, the housing market is so broken, and for some people, being a squatter is starting to seem like a better option than actually signing a lease. But what exactly are squatter rights, and how does this work?
Can y'all explain what's going on with the squatter situation around the country? Why is it such an epidemic right now?
The squatter situation is essentially people that'll see an abandoned house or a property that's been vacant, even if it's not abandoned, it's been vacant, and they believe legally they have a right to take over the property. I even heard some people believe that, let's say the grass is high or different things of that nature, that they believe that if they cut the grass, maintain the aesthetics of the property, that they get a legal right or ownership of the property. What also is happening now is that the squatters, as long as they're in the property for 30 days or more, then it becomes a civil matter of evicting the people out. So people just believe that it's their American right to just take over a property.
And somehow it is.
No, it's not.
So they can't evict them.
100%. But here's the thing. What is happening is that these people are leaving the places vacant, or they're not showing up and minding their business. So people taking over. And then now that they take over, the people are creating fake leases and other fake documentation. So by the time the police come, they start getting stuff mailed to the house so they can show that they got mail coming to the house. And then when the police shows up, the police is like, look, this person has proof that they've been here for 30 days. We can't do anything about it. It's a civil matter. Then you got to go through the whole court proceeding of getting these people out.
And then now, during that court proceeding, that's taking a long time, and they're staying in your house even longer.
You got to pay that mortgage.
And you got to pay the utilities if they moved in.
And you can't.
Oh, God. Oh, power play. I ain't gonna lie, boy. That's the biggest scam right there. Oh, no. Oh, no. And you gotta pay the mortgage. Hey. Man. Y'all see what I'm talking about with America, bro? I'll be damned. I'll be damned. You just jumped up in my house and now you live there. I gotta pay the bills and you just stay there. Hell nah, boy. You better get your ass up out my house. Like pronto, this very moment.
Like strong going, like get the F out my.
Legally, you can't. We from the hood, so there's things that can happen.
So Adele, you're getting arrested right now?
I'm being arrested.
For what?
For being in my own home.
When police arrested Adele Andaloro for changing the locks on her own home to prevent squatters from getting inside, she was charged with unlawful eviction.
This happened in New York,
Since
right?
we first exposed what happened, Adele says the charges against her were dropped, but strangers are still living inside her home.
So why are people even signing leases, America? If we could just move into a place and have rights over that place, why would people be incentivized to actually sign a lease? This is something I had to learn as a homeowner, because for my properties that I was Airbnbing, Some people will try to extend beyond 30 days. And I had to find out through the grapevine that you gotta be careful for those people, because after 30 days, they have rights to stay in your property. If they start getting mail, it's gonna look like they actually live there. And evictions cost money and time. See, people hate landlords, but they don't realize that tenants actually have most of the leverage in certain states. So if somebody breaks into your house and stays there for 30 days, the law would treat them as the rightful owner. Doesn't that sound crazy? So if you leave for vacation, for an emergency.
But you know what? And I know this is going to be very political. That's kind of how it happened with this country, if you know the history. Now, I know I've probably gotten the Republican audience to say, hey, man, nah, I don't support that. They're going to thumbs down this video, and they're going to hate. I remain neutral, and I don't speak about a lot of political things, but that's kind of what happened here when they found America. This land was already being inhabited, and they just said, well, this is ours now. And so, hey, it's still in the code. It's still in the law, some way, somehow.
To see family stay, or maybe you're trying to rent out your property or sell your property. And little do you know, somebody been staying in there for 30 days this whole time. You come back and a motherfucker making pizza rolls and raising 2 kids, talking about this is my house. And the police might tell you, this is their house. So forget paying $2,000 for a bedroom, right? Just wait for your neighbor to go to Cancun and boom, mortgage and rent free. Free living. That's what America wants, right? I am not promoting that, all right? That is bum ass activity.
Please, don't do nothing.
Okay, we could call the police, Lonnie. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's do it. Can you call Pat?
You know, I do have some questions for these police officers.
Yeah, there's all these people.
Yeah, we're the family. Something you'll never know. This woman has ruined our life.
You know what it's like to go a year and a half without getting any money? A year and a half, I couldn't have make it worse and she's got rights to even talk to you guys.
Sir, I'll talk to you in a minute.
Lonnie, we'll be inside. When you're done, we'll be inside. I think I might invite some more people over, Lonnie. We'll be in here. We're cooking dinner.
Out of my house.
It's not your house. It's our house, Lonnie. I don't understand, like, how do you think this is okay? How do you sleep at night? You've been evicted, and you're still here. I'm making a whole story about this.
Officer.
You finally fucked up.
Officer.
Now you fucked up.
A one-time payment, and the house is yours.
No rent, no mortgage. That's the deal being promoted on Instagram. Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray is here. So, Justin, the Instagram account clearly says at this point that they have no legal rights to these homes.
Yeah, and George, there is no code of language or effort to conceal what's going on here. So we sent our hidden cameras and a WSB producer in to see what really happens when you show interest in a squatter home.
No.
Hey, sir, it's Justin Gray with Channel 2. Are you selling a squatter home right here? You have the keys?
What is a
Did you
squatter
talk to
them YNs, man. Them YNs, bro. Brody had to get on out of there and quick. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure my little green screen is good. I hate that. Like, I really do. I hate seeing that little cutout that be happening in my little background.
JP about the keys? That's how our undercover investigation came to an abrupt end. But let's rewind and go back to how it began. With a scroll
That
through
boy's not running
Instagram.
fast enough,
At
bro.
first glance, it's just another real estate pro hustling to rent homes on social media.
You will get a guaranteed 6 months rent free.
But at one-time payment homes, the site makes it clear. These are squatter homes and spells out just what that means in a pinned Insta story.
The company owners will come out, so will the police. The police will tell you it's a civil matter. It's nothing they can do about it. Squatters' rights.
This
Wow.
is a criminal act. This is stealing.
Yeah, and
Yes,
they're
it is.
abusing.
Looked at that way.
Wow.
Property owners and managers say the squatting problem has exploded over the past year in Metro Atlanta.
It's like I gave away $200,000. This is how I feel.
Michael Holmes used his life savings to buy this DeKalb County home out of foreclosure 8 months ago as a rental property.
It's been a nightmare.
The alleged squatter living inside has filed more than 30 motions in court to tie up Holmes' effort to get him out.
If I can't bring this to some type of resolution, I'll be in jeopardy of filing bankruptcy.
One-time payment homes is running a New Year's special, $1,400.
New Year's specials to just live in people's shit. America, what are we doing? What is going on? Oh my gosh.
for keys and a lease. So as a squatter, you can, quote, stack money and turn your life around.
No fucking way. Like, why do you play by the rules if everyone doesn't have to?
To see how it worked, we sent a Channel 2 producer, JP, undercover.
You're just going to say, I saw your post on Instagram. I'm curious how this process works.
Okay. JP exchanged a series of messages with one-time payment homes over the course of a week and paid his $500 deposit through Apple Pay. That's when we were told to take our pick of any home posted on the real estate website Rently. The CEO of the National Rental Home Council says Atlanta is seeing more squatters than anywhere else in the nation.
We're seeing situations of trespassing in Atlanta that we're not seeing anywhere else in this country in terms of scale.
Back to our house hunt, we settled on a home in Union City. But the day of the meetup, we're told it's off market, but that they do have keys for this house nearby, managed by Progress Residential and also posted on Rently. We were told to meet at a gas station to exchange the rest of our one-time payment for keys. Then we would get an email with the lease.
Hi there. JP? Nice to meet you.
But the meetup lasted only seconds.
So how does all this work?
Basically, I'll get you the keys or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
I'm gonna be back.
Okay.
As soon as they saw our Channel 2 camera coming, the one-time payment homes representative took off running.
Hey, JP is not an idiot. JP is not stupid. He got the hell up out of there because they know what they doing ain't right. They getting their bread, go buy them Hellcats and whatever it is that they need to do, and that's that. You see my boy came out with a do-rag. Hands straight up in the hoodie. That's that. He here about his businessman, even though it is corrupt business.
Hey, sir, it's Justin Gray with Channel 2. Are you selling a squatter home right here? You got the keys? Did you talk to JP about the keys?
Y'all crazy.
But it wasn't the end of the Instagram account. They're still offering move-in deals.
So you got homeowners that's calling the police to kick these people out, and they thinking it's gonna be easy. Hey, officer, there's people living in my house. Arrest them. But instead, the cops is like, nah, it's a civil issue. And for y'all that don't know what civil mean,
you gotta go to court. Yes.
Gotta handle it between yourselves.
Exactly.
You gonna have
gotta
to take
go
them
to
to
court.
In other words, you gonna have to ask them to come to court.
Exactly.
Like people, imagine walking into your kitchen and somebody's
And there's
already
somebody
in
in
there frying
there,
the
bro.
chicken. And you call the cops in the back room like, hey, man, a motherfucker in there frying chicken, man. And they say, I'm sorry, but you got to file some paperwork. So now you got to file the fried chicken paperwork because the banks ain't gonna wait.
So that's all that I want to record for this video. I'm not gonna like sit here and watch the entire video. You all do please check out Ty Buggy's podcast. Follow him also on TikTok and Instagram. I do believe he has TikToks and Instagram and stuff like that. It's all here. And yeah, it says help him get to 100,000 subs. You see, they're eating good. I'm just a small guy right now, but we're gonna be eating good real soon. But yeah, all that squatter business, man. I just don't want to have us sitting here for too long. I see they got I Am Holy Gabbana. Okay, Bunk Gang changed up his life. But yeah, that's all, guys. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Help me get to 1K subs. And yeah, peace.